Good evening, everyone, and welcome to FiOS 1 News Now. I'm Megan Vega.
And I'm Mike Gilliam. Thank you for joining us tonight. Now, we're going to get to our top stories in just a moment. But first, let's get right to the brutally cold weather.
Weather Center with the very latest. Jeff.
Okay, thanks there, Jeff. Now, our top story tonight. Connecticut State Police have released their final report on the investigation into the Sandy Hook Elementary School.
We are learning new details about the gunman. FiOS 1's Carolyn Fortino joins us now in Newtown, Connecticut with this story. Carolyn.
Now, if you want to read the full report, you can find a link on our website, fios1news.com. Traffic on the George Washington Bridge is mostly back to normal tonight after a deadly crash caused massive delays this morning. Here's a live look now at the GWB. Police say one man was killed in the I-95 express lanes approaching the upper level of the bridge. 2 lanes were shut down for over 4 hours while the crash was cleared. More than 1 hour delays were reported well into the afternoon and the morning rush. The roads around a Long Island industrial park are back open tonight after a large mulch fire was brought under control. Now, the fire started Sunday afternoon in Baywood. The flames were fueled by debris from the cleanup of Superstorm Sandy and strong winds. 40 departments were called to put out the fire. 4 firefighters are being treated for minor injuries. Firefighters in Islip Terrace also had a huge blaze to battle today at an apartment complex. The fire started at the Park Apartments on Providence Drive around 8 last night. Reports say the building was under construction at the time. It's not clear how the fire started, but no one was hurt. And over in Staten Island, a condo complex is going up in smoke. The fire started outside the building in the Grassmere section just after 1:30 this afternoon. Thick white smoke can be seen rising into the sky. No injuries have been reported so far. Okay, time now to check the forecast. And Megan, I got to tell you, it's cold out there.
Freezing. I'm not used to it being this cold this early in the season.
I am not ready.
There you go. All right, meteorologist Jeff DeNoyer, what do you have to say? All right, so ready or not, Mike, here comes that cold weather.
Oh, it's here.
All right.
Also ahead, do not call. House Senator Chuck Schumer wants to make it harder for telemarketers to reach you at home. And as we head to break, here's a live look at traffic on the New Jersey Turnpike in Newark. I can tell you we have a very quickly shifting scene here right now. It is chaotic. We are in Bushwick, Brooklyn. Take a look behind me right there. You'll see a number of police vehicles. Good morning there, Francis. I'm at the corner of 34th and 7th Avenue. This is where we have this water main break. The hunt is on for an arsonist who's been targeting cars uptown. Take a look right there. That's some of his handiwork. Gas prices are about to shoot up. We'll tell you where and why in just a minute. Negative feelings about surveillance tactics run deep, but not everyone on the streets of Newark is opposed to what the NYPD was doing. Well, the mayor had a plan to improve taxi service and generate some revenue, but a judge shot it down, and that could cost some city workers their paychecks. Iran Barkley has also known some of the low blows that life can deal. He says he never really made the huge money that some boxers make, and the millions he did earn are long gone. The alleged rapist of Central Park due back in court today. We'll have a look at his criminal history in just a few minutes. The MTA is calling yesterday's explosion unacceptable. Now, it went down right over there on the other corner. This is the type of area they're concerned about. If you take a look here, we have water on one side, and right above that water, a senior center. That's pretty much the situation here at this point. Lots of pain here on Staten Island as people try to brace for this next storm. I got to tell you, it just does not seem fair that they have to go through all of this, one thing right after the other, before they can even regroup. Once again, it started with a drug bust. The chemicals that were found here were determined not to be deadly. The investigation is continuing. That jackpot could go even higher as more and more people buy tickets today. Ticket sales will end at 9 p.m.
Mike, you brushed off the confetti that the clown threw at you from earlier. I was hoping you would keep it on.
Oh, is it gone?
It's all
I'm
gone.
sure I'll find more. I'm absolutely sure I'll find more. Right now, I have a couple of people who are actually working with banners. I think you could feel the energy picking up out here. The NYPD and the city make no apologies for surveillance of Muslims on college campuses and in Newark. But Mayor Cory Booker says the tactics have had a chilling effect.
I've talked to campus leaders who say that people are afraid to go worship. They're afraid to freely associate with other Muslim students. I talked to other of my residents that are afraid to go to restaurants now, businesses, to businesses that they frequent because they think, who's watching me?
In 2007, the NYPD says it was trying to make sure they had a handle on terrorist recruiting when it began to monitor Muslim Student Association websites, including one at Rutgers. Undercovers also traveled to Newark to monitor mosques and restaurants.
It's not a good thing. I think it brings division amongst people, okay, because you have people looking at you.
Abul Dawood Abdul Wasi, who asked that his face not be shown, is from Masjid Rahmah, one of the monitored mosques.
It's not a good feeling. It's just not a good feeling. Invasion of privacy is the most important thing to us at this time. And so you feel like you can't even go to the restroom. Somebody could be in the restroom watching you.
There will be Muslim leaders, Muslim individuals, people who feel like this is the United States of America. How can I be subject to spying, to surveillance, when I've done nothing but choose to express my faith?
Mayor Bloomberg has steadfastly defended the NYPD tactics.
Is legal. It is appropriate. It is constitutional. It'd just be naive to think that we should stop following threats when they got to the border.
But no threats were listed in the 60-page report, just pictures of locations and profiles of the owners and people there. Governor Chris Christie also criticized the NYPD, saying they have a masters of the universe mentality and think their jurisdiction is the world. Negative feelings about surveillance tactics run deep, but not everyone on the streets of Newark is opposed to what the NYPD was doing.
I can bear it a little bit, you know what I mean? Because I know that the end result is the safety of all people.
But others are more adamant, saying law enforcement should do whatever it takes to prevent another 9/11, an argument Mayor Booker doesn't buy.
I am not ready to sacrifice my civil liberties on the altar of security concerns. That's ridiculous.
So there's a delicate balance.
We've got to figure out a way to do this better so that we affirm the civil rights and liberties of our communities and that we keep every single person safe at night.
Mike Gilliam, Pix 11 News. I can tell you we have a very quickly shifting scene here right now. It is chaotic. We are in Bushwick, Brooklyn. Take a look behind me right there. You'll see a number of police vehicles, emergency service units, and other officers' vehicles down there. Now, I was just down at that corner just a moment ago, and there have to be at least 500 police officers down there with K-9 units and other officers actually searching for a suspect here. Here's what we know at this hour. This shooting happened a short time ago, and we're told that an NYPD officer, an on-duty officer, was shot and suffered a wound to the head. Now, we're told that he was conscious when he was loaded into an ambulance to be taken to Bellevue Hospital, and he is being rushed to Bellevue right now. Now, that police officer once again suffered a bullet wound to the head and has been taken out of here to Bellevue Hospital. Here at the scene, we're told that the shooting occurred in a parking area near those houses down there, and that in fact the suspect was known to police. They have not issued his name nor given us the officer's name, but they are saying that the suspect was known to police, and a massive search is underway to try to locate whoever that shooter is. Once again, at least 500 police officers down at the corner there, searching through the Bushwick houses there, looking for that person. They are going from one building to the next. You'll see like 20 officers and a couple of K-9 dogs run up to a building, go into that building, and a short time later they will come out and go into the next building not too far away. So just to recap for you, at this point, we're looking at a situation where an NYPD officer has been shot and suffered a wound to the head. He has been rushed to Bellevue Hospital, and a massive search is underway for the shooter. In Bushwick, Brooklyn, Mike Gilliam, Pix 11 News. Let's go now to Arthur Chien in the Bronx. Tell me how you're faring.
I'm just getting by. I lost everything.
How are you preparing for the next storm? You going to just get out of here?
I'm just getting out of here.
Let's talk to Linda a little bit here. Linda, what about you? How are you preparing for the next storm?
Well, right now we're all separated. FEMA denied me. Not having a house, I guess, is not good enough to get help.
Why did they say they denied you?
Because we have homeowners insurance.
But that doesn't cover flood.
I know.
Melissa, how are you guys faring? It's got to be very tough for you guys.
It's really tough. It's hard because we're all separated. We don't see each other no more.
Where are you all sleeping?
Separate places. All over.
So that's pretty much the situation here at this point. Lots of pain here on Staten Island as people try to brace for this next storm. I got to tell you, it just does not seem fair that they have to go through all of this, one thing right after the other, before they can even regroup. Reporting from Staten Island, Mike Gilliam, Pix 11 News. Back to you, ladies.